Hey guys, welcome to my first actual posture breakdown video. I got a lot of different requests, so I'm going to kind of go through them one at a time and get them ready for you guys up on the online studio. Today will be forearm balance or pincha. The two props that you'll maybe want to have handy is a block of some sort and also a strap. And we're going to get the strap so that it can kind of wrap around your elbows and keep your arms close and tight together. So you should be able to slide it on up the forearms and be able to still kind of find that shoulder width apart with the arms, the forearms planting down when you bend into the elbows. This is going to provide us a lot of stability once we actually get into the posture. And before we get up and onto our forearms, we're just going to take a few postures to get ourselves warmed up, opened up, and ready to go. So we'll go ahead and get started with a seat on our heels. And we're going to go ahead and take the arms out wide, big breath in. And as you exhale, cross your left arm over the body, give it a nice squeeze, hugging the bicep in towards the chest. And we'll take a full breath in and a full breath out. And as you inhale, we're going to open back up wide and just switch sides. Exhale, right arm across the body, hugging bicep into chest again. Squeezing, but softening shoulders away from ears, over the hips. Full breath in, full breath out. As you inhale, we'll reach our arms out and up. Bend your left elbow, palm to the back of your heart, and take your right hand onto your left elbow. Crawling fingertips down in between shoulder blades. Inhale to lift and lengthen, and exhale, tilt to the right, look up to the left. Pulling left shoulder back in space. Pressing your left sit bone down to the ground more. Full inhale and full exhale. Inhale back up through center, reach arms high. And exhale, switch sides, right hand between shoulder blades, left hand to elbow. Inhale, find length. And exhale. Exhale, start to lean to the left and look to the right, pulling right shoulder back in space. Pressing right sit bone down, lengthening out right side body. Full inhale and full exhale. Inhale, we come all the way back up, releasing the arms as you exhale, take them down, give it a little shimmy, a little shake. And from here, we're going to shift forward onto hands and knees, and we're going to come down onto our forearms here. So this is the base of our forearm balance. Being on this full width of space should provide us more stability actually than being in a handstand or even a headstand. We've got a wide berth to support us. The biggest thing that happens when we're in a forearm balance is we tend to lose the foundation of stacking shoulders over elbows. They tend to fall out wide and kind of relieve that stacking that we have of the bones to help keep that straight balance and engagement. So before we come into that, we're just going to play with holding into that pose. So again, forearms are parallel, and we'll just take a few rounds of forearm, cow, and cat, keeping the arms stable and not moving at all, really hugging elbows in towards one another and rooting the palms down to the mat, fingers spread wide, or you could even bring your hands to touch. Everybody kind of has their own different variation of what they prefer to do with the palms in forearm stand. I personally like to have my hands down, but just playing around with it. So as you inhale, again, arms are neutral, no movement. We'll drop the belly, lift the chin, lift the chest, tailbone up. And exhale, round into the spine, tuck the chin, arch the back. 3 more. Inhale, cow pose, keeping arms from moving at all. And exhale, round. Good. 2 more with breath. Inhale. And exhale. Last time. Inhale. And exhale. From here, we're going to come all the way into Anahatasana, puppy dog pose. We're going to take our arms out nice and wide, and we're going to bring our belly towards the mat, hips stay over your knees. Coming to the chin for the deepest variation, or to your forehead. Just working on opening up the chest, expanding across the shoulders, preparing to be weight bearing here on this upper part of our body. Good, here for 3, keep breathing, sending hips back towards the back edge of your mat. Last 2. And 1, inhale, we come all the way forward and onto our bellies. And we're just gonna take a couple more shoulder stretches and then warm up the core just a little bit, and then we'll start playing with getting upside down. So go ahead and reach your left arm out long towards the wall alongside you, palm to the ground. We're gonna bring our left cheek to the mat, Right hand comes underneath the right shoulder. As you inhale, press into your right hand and roll everything onto the left hip. Lift up your right leg and bend your knee, planting your foot flat to the earth behind you, and let your right knee fall open. Right hand can stay here supporting you, or you could find a half bind, right arm across the low back, bringing more weight onto the rotator cuff. Maybe you can even reach and find your left fingertips and interlace the hands together. Letting the breath continue to move strong through the nose. Letting the full weight of your body fall towards the left here for 4, 3, 2, and on 1, we'll take a full inhale. And as you exhale, we'll very slowly come back onto our bellies. And before we come to the other side, we're just coming into a different shoulder stretch with the left arm. Press into the right fingertips, lift the chest, and thread your left arm under the body, palm up, lowering the shoulder down towards the mat. Try to bring your forehead to the ground to provide more weight onto the bicep. Good. Keep breathing, keep sinking and softening the body down to the ground. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, press into the right hand. Inhale to lift up the chest. And exhale, release your left arm. We're going to switch outside, starting from the beginning. Right arm out, palm down. Bring your right cheek to the ground. Left hand underneath left shoulder. As you inhale, press and roll everything onto the right hip. Lift up left leg, bend your knee, and plant your left foot to the earth behind the right leg. Left hand can stay as a kickstand, or again, maybe you find your partial bind, wrapping left arm across the low back, or finding hands together and interlacing fingers, softening the head down, releasing in the neck. Left knee keeps falling open to help the weight drop deeper to the right side of your mat. Here for 4 with breath. 3, 2, and 1. On your exhale, we slowly release back to the bellies. Last stretch before we bring in some heat. Press into the left hand, right arm under the body. Palm up, lowering forehead to the ground, full weight of the chest on your right bicep here. Continuing to sink and soften down with each exhale. Really nice. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, press into the left hand. Inhale, reach the chest back up. And exhale, releasing your right arm out from underneath you. We're going to go ahead and come back into that forearm position. I want you to find your cork block. Take it on your lowest setting, and then take the L shapes of your hands to the outer edges of the block. So this is going to start to work on focusing on squeezing your arms towards one another, forearm squeezing into midline, continuing to help maintain that stacking of the bones here. So from this position, we're going to tuck our toes under, round and tuck hips and ribs towards one another, pull navel up and in, and then press into the forearms and pull your belly up off the ground. As you inhale, slowly shift your weight forward, elbows stay where they are. Exhale, shift it back. Good. 5 more. Inhale forward. Exhale back. For 4. Keep squeezing the block. 3, 2. Last one. Hold your neutral spine. Full inhale. Exhale, send the hips back. Walk toes in. Dolphin pose. So dolphin is kind of the beginning point that you'll come into when we play with finding our forearm balance. We're going to take the toes just a couple of paces back so we can transition from forearm plank to dolphin, taking dolphin push-ups as our last heat builder before we get into the posture. So inhale, roll forward, keep elbows exactly as they are, press the forearms down. Exhale, hips go back. 5 more, inhale forward. Exhale, take it back. Good for 4, inhale, and exhale. Last 3, for 2, and 1. From here, walk toes in, so you're in your actual dolphin pose, pressing heart back towards the tops of your thighs. Lift the right heel up, take tiny pulses with the heel for 8, 7, 6, stay strong in the forearms. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right leg lower, switching it out, left leg up. Press heel high, pulsing up. Tiny little lifts, squeezing glutes for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lower the leg down and come to your knees. Whew. All right, we're warmed up, we're stretched out, so let's give this balance a try. So again, while you're learning how to get into your forearm balance, and it may take a long time. For me, I'm still working on being confident without the wall. It's part of the process, and there's no shame in using a wall. It's what's going to help you. It's what's going to help you to figure out what it feels like when you find that stacking. And a lot of people think that arm balances and inversions is all about upper body strength, but it actually requires engaging through the entire body. So whenever you're upside down, your core is firing, your legs are firing, everything is active, even more so than just the upper body. So we're going to take that strap into that loop that fits across the elbows down the forearms. Again, you want to be able to have it be nice and tight. Make sure that the loopy metal parts are not going to be touching the skin when you're on your forearms. And we're going to go ahead and come back onto the ground, forearms parallel, hands framing the block. So pressing into the strap and pressing into the block. Everything's really active and engaged here. Now, we're preparing to come up into dolphin, so tuck the toes under on the inhale, hips go back on the exhale. Keeping that foundation strong and tight, forearms rooted into the mat, pressing into the strap, palms pressing into the ground firmly, and we're gonna tiptoe the feet in as much as we can. Once you get as close as you can, lift up one leg, maybe it's the right leg, and just take little hops off the left. Maybe you start to slowly find your weight shifting into the forearms. Switching out, whatever works for you. You're also welcome to just kick all the way up to the wall. Finding that foundation again, stacking, hips and ribs hugging, squeezing and engaging every part of the body here. Taking as many repetitions of this as you need. Take a few pulses off one leg and then the other. Finding which leg works best for you. Finding that stacking and the continuous engagement of the arms. These props imprint the foundation you need till you don't need them anymore. Whew. And that is a quick breakdown of forearm stand, how to get into it, what to use to make it stronger. Play with this, do this warm up before playing with the actual balance about 2 to 3 times a week, and let me know how your progress is. Thanks guys, thanks for watching. Happy